Well, here we are once again, my friends. Glad you tuned in today as we are looking at an indie film that's not an indie horror film. I know. I know. Don't sit down. It's okay. It's all right. We're feeling okay. We're still recovering from COVID, but we're looking at the dramatic comedy Summer Issues from director Eric Kelly, giving us the story of Sean, who returns to his home after being out and about on college, and he's only got, he's doing all right. He's handling himself well, but he's back and he's got his old job at the comic book shop. And some things are exactly how he remembers them, but there's a couple new things as well. But what's even newer is the thoughts of him going back to college. He's not sure if he should go back to college, what his calling is, and he's feeling a little lost. And so we see how he talks with his friends and deals with the struggle of either going back to college, meeting parental expectations, or staying at his hometown where he feels more comfortable, and all of the crazy hijinks and people that he meets along the way during this summer exploration of oneself. The Summer Issues is a lot of fun and definitely has the spirit of Clerks. You can see it throughout in here, but it does still have its own identity, and but it definitely has that feeling with the banter and the characters that you have in here. You can see those Clerks influences. It doesn't mean it's a bad film. I'm just saying that it does have that vibe and would probably pair well with the first Clerks. And now, Vasilios Asimakos, who I hope I pronounced that right, plays Sean. Loved his performance in here. This guy who was feeling a bit lost, trying to find himself, and exactly did he make the right decisions in his life, as well as still dealing with some of the bad decisions he may have made in the past when he was at home. And I just love seeing that struggle, and he plays that well, but not too much over. We don't get too over the topness with his self-exploration, but just enough in here that felt natural. Now, Adam Masinek plays his buddy Eddie, and the banter between these two was really enjoyable. The Eddie, the guy who stayed back, who said you abandoned me, and dealing with those best friend issues when they got separated, and there's a lot of back and forth, and I really enjoyed their scenes together, though they felt real, and I could see more of these two together. We got Eric Kelly here as the new kid. He was hilarious. I really thought he was funny as the guy there who was hired kind of to replace Sean when he left. He's not a Sean replacement, but he gets some good quips in there. Tom O'Donnell plays Mr. Jenkins, the guy who runs the comic book store. Great character as well. I know I didn't relate to him just because I'm older, but I thought he was fun. He was an unexpected character who actually shows up quite a lot more than you think, but he's kind of the sage of the group. He helps give Sean just a little bit of guidance where Sean may not be getting it from his father. And then there's Lydia, played by Anna Marie Calise, who I thought was great in here as well, kind of the romantical interest of sorts for Sean, who is not sure if he wants to get involved, but he does definitely like this woman quite a bit, and so we see him struggle there. So you got all of this going on, set in a great setting of a comic book, resell media type store. That it was a character all of its own, and you have some other great characters show up in here, and really it does though have a Clerks type vibe to it. And if you enjoy those types of films, I think you're really gonna dig Summer Issues. I know I did. I found it very entertaining and enlightening, and it doesn't get too heavy, but does still cover some fairly heavy issues. So thank you so much for listening to me ramble about this. If you have seen Summer Issues, as always, love to hear your constructive thoughts on these films. Please check out our Patreon as well. Check out our AMA. Episode 400 of The Spoiler Room will be live this Friday, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We are going to go live, talk about our favorite full moon films, and taking any questions for anyone at all who plans on stopping by in the chat. But Eric Kelly's Summer's Issues is now on streaming, so check it out there. Thank you for your support, and remember, as always, keep that ticket stub